The model minority strikes again, and this time we are in USC out there in California, where you have this individual, this perv by the name of Stephen Wang, who has been accused of serial violations and also including drugging women in Southern California. A U.S. graduate student is accused of being a serial sexual predator using drugs to violate and assault multiple women, and authorities are looking for additional victims, the Los Angeles police announced on Wednesday. Stephen Wang, age 30, is being held without bail as they should, after being arrested and charged with 8 felony counts involving drug-facilitated sexual assaults of young women he met since beginning his graduate studies in 2021. Deputy Chief Alan Hamilton said at a news conference that the Los Angeles Police Department began investigating Wang in January after German authorities reached out about a similar investigation in Europe involving a Chinese national who they learned was a student living in Los Angeles for several years. So they went all, this was international. They went, they said after German authorities. That's crazy. Eventually, the information gathered by LAPD and German authorities led to detectives serving a search warrant at Wang's home in South LA near the USC campus. Hamilton said detectives arrested Wang on August 28th on suspicion of violating of an intoxicated person and searched his home. On September 2nd, Wang was charged with 8 felony counts of violations, sodomy, and sexual penetration involving drugs and anesthesia. Wow. Anesthesia. He wanted them knocked out for real. He didn't want them to know or feel a thing. Wang has pleaded not guilty. Hamilton, who oversees the LAPD detectives, said they strongly suspected there were other victims and were encouraging them to come forward. If you have any kind of contact with this individual, if you are linked to him through any other ways or any other means, our robbery homicide detectives would like to interview you regarding his actions. Those alleged victims could be in LA and beyond, he said. As soon as we become aware of actionable information, we opened an investigation, Hamilton said. It took us a little while to catch up to all the activities this individual has been involved in LA. The deputy chief would not specify the drugs involved, but said they essentially rendered the victims physically unable to respond. In real terms, he said the drugs were similar to the date violating drug commonly known as a roofie. Wang had a student visa in California since 2021, but Hamilton said the department was unsure whether he was in the area before then and so had not ruled out incidents in earlier years. They need to check if that thing is even expired. But that's crazy. That is insane. So you have this dude right here who was a grad student. It's crazy because I just did a video about a grad student out there in Illinois. But you have this grad student right here who was basically going around violating these women and drugging them. I think the part that got me more than anything was him using anesthesia, like something that is supposed to only be used in the hospital. He wanted to make sure they were knocked out for real. Like, he went out of his way to get access to this however he did it and was using it on these women and various women. And then when they mentioned about the part about the German authorities reaching out for a similar investigation in Europe, which means he probably was doing the same thing out there. And then how ironic he comes over here and he's doing the same thing, as if they're not going to be able to link them. So this guy's about to have a whole lot more problems than a little bit. And when they get done with their investigation and they do what needs to be done, hopefully justice will indeed be served, because this dude just shows right here he's not just a menace to LA, he might be a menace to the world. If he got international affairs going on, practically probably doing the same thing over there that he's doing over here. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next one.